there might be chat. All right, I don't even know why I spent that much time on that topic. By the way, chat, I will be on tomorrow for another daytime stream, but let me try to hit 2 topics real quick. Okay, let me try to get to 2 topics real quick. All right, no more Drake topics, no more Joe Budden, no more like. Let me see if I can find like 2 regular topics. Tired of even the Birdman shit too, right? Let me go on my page. Let's see what's cracking on there. We talked about Julio Fulio. Oh, let's talk about this thing. Yo, hey, let me tell you this, man. Yo, I fuck with Robert Allen. Yo, this fat nigga right here, I fuck with him. I'm gonna be honest with you. See, now, granted, I don't fuck with him all the way because he was a nigga who know he not about that murder life. He not about that street nigga shit, but he did engage in it, right? Now, once he realized it's going to have real circumstances, he decided to snitch. So he snitched on all the people in X's case, and I'm not mad at him for doing it because I'm glad that case got solved. You know what I mean? He's a dude, everybody got life, he got 5 years, okay? So this fat nigga right here, he was the 4th person who was involved in the robbery and subsequent murder of XxTentacion. He snitched on everybody else. By the way, he also got, there was supposed to be $15,000 allocated to everybody. He didn't get that. They gave him like $5,000. So a lot of people say, yo, you didn't give him the right amount of money. That's why he snitched. Now, here's the thing. His name is coming back up. By the way, he's doing 5 years. All his codees for the X situation is doing life. His name is coming back up because apparently he was down to get out of jail or down to snitch on everybody to get out of jail. Not only the people that was involved in the X case, apparently him and Melly were in the same jail together. And apparently at one point may have been possible cellmates or within the same, what they call pod. And apparently he told, prosecutors, yo, he was trying to like get out of all jail time, even though, he was involved in something that got somebody killed, which was X. He offered up information to say he knew information about X. No, not X. Melly from being around Melly in jail. So he's actually listed as a witness. And apparently he's supposed to testify that he knows certain situations that, or certain things that Melly said in jail that could incriminate him to killing his 2 best friends, Sack Chaser and Juvie. And he's actually a potential witness. Now, granted, he was already given 5 years. So he was already sentenced to 5 years because of his snitching in the X case. I don't know if he's going to try to snitch in this Melly case. Maybe that could get him out immediately. But if you ask me, what his contribution is going to be is he's going to probably say, yo, Melly told me he killed them people. And I could testify to that. Now, granted, he has a very, varied history. Like, yo, who would trust the guy who killed X and, has a checkered past, but looked like he was definitely down to turn his back on his 3 co-defendants. He snitched on them, right? For the 5 years. They got life. Who says he won't snitch on Melly, even though he don't even know Melly really like that? He knows Melly only from jail. He'll snitch on Melly if they'd be like, yo, instead of 5 years, you get out in 6 months. So that's the reason why, and I'll go to the next slide, the state has, amended what they're calling the exhibit. They said, listen, and by the way, this is what they have in Cortland Henry, which is Bortland, right? They have in Bortland's case, they said, comes now the state of Florida by and through the undersigned assistant state attorney and pursuant to blah, 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 submit the following information, the names and addresses of all the persons presently known to the prosecutor to have information that may be relevant to any offense charged or any defense thereto or are. The guy who snitched, his name is Robert Allen. He's right now in the Department of Corrections, blah, 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 blah. I'm actually surprised they even list exactly where he's at because he is a informant. And usually they try to hide informants. Like, for example, 6ix9ine, they would not. The reason why 6ix9ine never got served with child support papers initially, they had 6ix9ine on a federal protected list as a cooperant, aka snitch. that they wouldn't even give up his location in the federal penitentiary system to child support. So they were basically saying, this guy cooperated so well, if we give up his location in the prison penitentiary system, the people who he snitched on might kill him. So we will actually stand on the fact that we're going to protect his location, even if it's at the behest or even if it's against his baby mama's trying to serve him on child support. And that's how 6ix9ine kind of evaded that, right? But this guy who's telling, right, he already told on the X shit, he got 5 years. He's located at the Department of Corrections, blah, 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 da, da, da. It's like they actually kind of spell it out where he's at. But apparently he had information or gave information to the prosecutors that apparently would link Melly and Bortland, a.k.a. Cortland Malik Henry, to the murder of YNW Juvie and XxxTentacion's murder. Okay? So that was a really interesting situation. So this guy, who's really in X's case, looked like he might have some information to tell on Melly just to get out of time. And by the way, I ain't gonna lie to you, truth be told, bro, I ain't no gangster. So, bro, I don't think this fat nigga got... I think he's right in doing what he got to do. He fat. He not trying to eat that cornbread and that dry-ass meatloaf. He want to be free to eat McDonald's, Wendy's. He want to eat In-N-Out and all that type of shit. And he realized he got to snitch. That's just the name of the game. And he already snitched on his co-defendants for the X case. And he got 5 years. He's realizing if he snitched a little bit more, he could get let out. Fuck 5 years in a couple of months. So he's down to snitch on Melly. Again, I like Melly, but shit. Just think about it if it was you. Shit, I snitch on all these niggas. Fuck. That's what you doing. Anyway, all right, cool.